You're tuned into DnB Muzik, and you know we've got none other than the legendary Nicky Blackmarket in the house.
Mornings. Good morning.
Yes, so we're going to do a little interview with you. Nicky, if you want to tell people a little bit about your history, you want to go and dig a bit deeper. So if you can go back to when it first started for you, how did it first start for you?
I've been playing music since I was 15. Been playing music since I was 15. Obviously, there was no drum and bass scene then. You know what I mean?
It was the Charleston, wasn't it?
not that far back. Not as far as you, mate. But
Touche.
No, but yeah. I mean, I've always been into music. I grew up listening to a lot. My mum knew a lot of jazz cats like Cleo Lane, Johnny Dankworth, them old school jazz cats, and I grew up listening to a lot of jazz. Probably not liking it at the time when I was growing up, but then realising I'm still getting influence from that as I was growing up, you know. And then I was probably 15, 16, 17. Used to do house parties with Clarky back in the day, and we used to play some wicked house parties when we were growing up. And I used to supply the decks, and it used to be our friend Owen used to supply the sound system, and we used to play all night. We used to string up and play all night. It just used to be me and Clarky playing all night long, and we had some good times, yeah. And then we used to, in the morning, unstring.
What was the music?
Everything, all dance music, hip hop, early hip hop, soul, funk, reggae, everything, you know, a bit of everything, yeah. So I think that's really, you could say, it was my YTS in how to play, you know.
So when did you come into the scene with it, when it was the acid house era?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say it was the turning of just around about the acid house. Like I went into the shop 1990 into the record shop, which was then called Blackmarket Records.
So you bought that shop and you set
went
it up?
into it. Well, no, it was already there.
Oh, it was there. Right.
And I come into it 1990, and that was probably the ravey, you know, which it was. The breakbeat thing was starting to come off, where we really, what you could say, what we are now, you know, and that was like 1990, and I suppose things started to happen really when I went into the record shop, you know, all different things, and you know, back then it was, you could say it was one big scene where you got like the grime scene, you got this scene, that scene, the liquid scene, the jump up scene. It was really one big scene. Back then, as you know, it was one big scene, and you know, wherever you went, it'd be rammed. I remember remember one time I was on a radio station, Mad Beach station, called Friends FM, and I remember going on there one evening, and it was I had to big up this rave. That's because it was like the meeting point. It was like the meeting point, and I basically give the wrong address. And I made a tailback just off the M25. I made this big tailback, and the police were there, and boss man come on the radio. You got to sort this. Got to tell them to get off the thing. Come off the, you know, and that was
what rave was that? It wasn't biology, was it?
No, it was Redemption. I think it was, Redemption. And I remember being some like tailback off the motorway because I sent everybody there.
No, but the thing, you know, when you say the tailback, the thing is, people that are probably looking now and watching this, they might not remember them days when you know you used to get a bit of paper with literally a telephone number on it,
and it was a meeting point. Everyone used to go to this meeting point. Everyone would meet there, and then you'd hold on, and the main guy would take you off to the rave, where it would be an illegal warehouse or in a big field, and that's how it was. It was just like you'd go there and
and there weren't no set times in them days either. It was like whoever turned up first.
Was whatever goes on, first come first serve. There's nothing like now. Nothing.
There was also a pecking order as well. If you were next in line and someone bigger than you come along, you had to. Can you imagine that now?
No, I mean the thing. What was, you know, obviously that as well. through the years, it was good that you had the scene become like, how could I say, the scene become, you know, you had your generals, you had your captains, you had your sergeant majors, you had your lieutenants, and I think that's how the scene really has prosperous over the years, and because it had that sort of order, that through the years, how we've, and then obviously it remained underground. Obviously you got your likes of Shy Effects, your Goldies, the Ronnie Sides that broke through, but are still big on the underground, you know. And that's how I think, that's how we've survived really, because we've gone back underground again. And that's how, as a scene, we've survived for so long. Yeah. Where a lot of scenes have just come and gone.
Yeah. So you touched on the record shop, like that was a major part of your life. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, as it was known as Blackmarket Records, was a flagship for the scene. There weren't no internet back then, so everybody had to come into the shop, and it become all of our lives. Promoters, just ravers, people would just come in even for a chat. They wanted to come and have a chat with me. What's going on? What's happening? It was the information centre. The shop, the record shop, became the information centre. They'd come in for their flyers. They'd come and buy rave tickets. They'd come and buy their tunes. All the DJs would come in at the end of the week for their promos, and then all the punters would say, "What's coming in? What's new that's coming in?" You know, the label runners would come in with a box of promos before they actually got released. So you couldn't go to somewhere like HMV or Tower or Virgin or Our Price back then. You couldn't go there and say, "Yeah, you know that tune that Ryder played on Saturday night?" Go. They wouldn't know what the hell you're talking about.
So before, where did you get your name from?
From the shop.
All right, what was you called before that?
I was called Magical Erlen. Magical Weed.
Sorry. Come on, let's cut that. That's staying in. Can we just please do a freeze frame there? Yeah, okay. Magical Erland.
Yeah, that's my middle name, Erland. Yeah. Okay. John in Swedish, yeah.
Right, basically we in the scene, all the people, all the artists, all the promoters, we know Nicky as Nicky 9 Jobs, yeah, because he's just seems to have this ability to get 9 jobs in a night, yeah. So Nick, listen, how have you managed? Because listen, I'm always a great believer. It's easy to get booked somewhere once, but it's getting the repeat bookings. And like sometimes I'll speak to you and you're like, I'm in Shropshire, and I'm like, where? And you'll be like, in this club I never even heard about, you know. So the thing is, what is it? How do you keep yourself current? You know, like, because don't forget you've been around a long time. Yeah. You know.
I think, well, I'm blessed still doing what I'm doing, and what, you know, and to be able to play current stuff and then old school stuff as well, golden oldies as well. I'm blessed to be playing both, and that's why where I would probably do so many gigs in the night, there would be the variation, you know. And to me, I just love playing music. Whatever it is, I just love playing music. So it doesn't matter if I'm playing 4 or 5 times in the night. It's not, you know, I'll still give it 100%, but it's nice to get those different, to me, it's nice to get those different vibes, because you're going to get different vibes wherever you go. It's just nice, you know, one place in, like you said, Shropshire or something, you know, nice wicked place up there, Shrewsbury, then you might play, you know, it's just, and then it's my challenge, really, it's my challenge to do the logistics of it. You know, I like to fit, you know, and to me that's the challenge of logistical, fitting it all in, because it is, and it can be, for all the DJs and MCs, it can be a logistical nightmare.
Also as well, you were very, very good friends with the late great Stevie Hyper D. I mean, you were lucky enough, you know, there's a lot of people out there that have heard him, but they never had the pleasure of being around him. You know, just give us a little bit of insight into it.
It's great now we're doing this Stevie Hyper D experience thing that we're doing with Foxy and Fat Man. And we just show them a little education when we do our thing, and also there's the visual aspect of it as well. We want to have him up on the screen. Yeah, I mean, he was a massive MC that to me, you know, was.
Say what you feel. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's a couple of leading MCs in the room. Say what you feel.
No, I mean he was, as Shots and X would say. You know, he was.
He was a forefront. He was a game changer.
Ultimate, like crowd pleasing MC. He was. You know.
I mean, just quickly my thoughts. I think with me. With Stevie, I didn't realise how important he was until he was gone. You know, when something is taken away, you realise the void. And
definitely.
I think we were just a little bit spoilt with having, you know, and I'm sure it'd be the same with anyone that we have in our scene now. When they go, you kind of, you know, if they're important to the scene.
Yeah, I mean, it's, especially for when he was around, and he, you know, the crowd he'd get them singing back to him. You know, that reportage there. That's very important. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's the ultimate for when you've got people in the crowd singing your lyrics. You can't get any, for an MC, you can't get any greater than that. That's the ultimate, you know. And
that's
he had
why I started MCing.
Jungle alive. Whoa, whoa, I'm just a jungle soldier.